And now, I think all three speakers demonstrate a very good body language. And now we can have further skills development workshop by Mr. P.C. Chen to introduce more about body language.
So good evening, everybody. So I'm P.C. Chen from current Toastmasters Club. Although I look like a teacher, right?
Yeah.
In fact, I'm a student, still a part-time student of BU.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm studying Chinese medicine part-time.
Wow.
So if I consider the joy of come after this,
Yeah, great.
I'm eligible, right? You do not have any age restriction, right?
No.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, tonight I'm very happy to come to here, and I'd like to share with you some tips in using body language in enhancing your speech presentation. Do you know that when you speak or communicate with others, we do not just speak with words, or people do not just understand what you say by the words. They also watch how you speak, the way you speak, the way you move your body. Then they know some of your hidden meaning inside you. So, to be effective, we need to pay attention to the body language that we use in communicating non-verbally. Just look at this. Okay. Yeah. Anyone see this statistic before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah, of course.
Yes.
For a movie.
From
Called Hitch, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, acted by Will Smith.
In fact, these statistics tells us that our body speaks more than our words. So these figures means that when we speak to each other or communicate with each other, we communicate not just with words. That means the content of your speech, the content of your message. People also get your meaning from what they see in you. That's when I speak to you, you always look at me, and I'm the biggest pop on display on the stage. And you just don't pay attention to the words I speak, but also look at my face and my movements to get what I try to mean to you. And also, from the voice projection or my voice variety, you can know whether I really want to give this talk to you willingly, comfortably, or I just forced it to come here, right? And from certain statistics, the visual impact is the most powerful. So that's useful and important that we pay attention to our body language. And appropriate body language can make our speech presentation more effective. So let's look at what actually body language refers to. And use of body language can help to build our credibility. When you stand on the stage confidently, you can build your credibility, right? People believe more on what is going to tell them. And your body language can support your message, give more impacts to your speech. And of course, it connects with audience. Okay, let's look at what body language means. Look at these two pictures. There are two groups of people talking to each other, right? One group of 5 girls and one group of 4 men. That definitely you know that they are talking with each other. So even though you don't know what they are talking about, just watch them. Can you tell me that? Can you observe what sort of body language they used in talking to each other? Maybe from the girls.
Rumors. Gossiping.
Yeah, gossiping.
She looks like she's telling a story, but the others aren't. too happy about the topic.
Yeah. So they have different. Since some are very curious or something eager to know something about this particular topic and each other, right?
Yeah.
So you have different face expression, right? And it seems that these girls are very excited and moving, arms are moving, and they can tell the story, right? And also they look at each other's, right? These are eye contact. And how about the men? Yeah, men also talk with not just words, right? A lot of body movement. Just like the one standing here, with the hands holding up here. They some try to hide something, right? When you speak. So here I just want to illustrate to you that when people talk to each other, if you observe their movements, and you know that people not just speak with words, their movements do have some meaning. So in summary, for when we talk about using of body language in a speech presentation, we refer to mainly 5 elements. First is stance, meaning your standing posture on stage, how you stand on stage. And movement, here by movement I mean the movement on the stage from one side to the other side. Gesture is movement of your body, head, arms, legs, body. And facial expression, I think you know that you can smile, give a serious note, or look at angry to somebody, there's facial expression. And eye contact. The eye contact is very important in speech presentation. It helps to connect with the audience, and I will show you demonstrate it later. Okay, let's look at each element in more detail. First is stance. Though in most of the time you do not stand on the stage, stand still, but just like our TME of tonight, when they deliver the opening remark, you stand on the stage. So sometimes you need to pay attention to the way how you stand on stage, right?
Yeah.
You should stand straight up to show that you're confident, you're comfortable with the occasion. You know, sometimes maybe some people will say you like this, maybe it's too casual, right, for the occasion. Or if maybe you want to show the best side of your face, you stand like this, like that. I don't think. It just depends on the occasion. You need to pay attention to that. Or you don't want to look down with no spirit and talk to like that. Good evening, I want to talk to you to like, right? So your standing posture can definitely tell something to your audience, whether you are energetic, whether you are comfortable, whether you are confident to give your speech presentation. It helps to build your credibility. And then the next one is movement. And your movement on stage is very useful to get your audience attention, right? When I walk from that side to that side, okay, you will follow me, right? You will turn your head and follow me. And in this way, I can get your attention, right? So, when you deliver your speech, maybe once in a while, you just move on the stage and get back the attention of the audience, right? But there's one point. When you move on the stage, try to do it with a purpose. You don't just wandering around, talking about this and then you do that, then you're not performing a dance, right? So, you try to do it with purpose. Say, like when you deliver a story or presentation, like what Cindy just did, say it was the 5 things she didn't do before, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So you can say when you describe the first thing, you can stand on here. Oh, the first thing I didn't do before is blah blah blah, and then when I say the second thing, I can come to another position, right? And I say the third thing, I can come to another position, right? This can signal that you are making different points. And also there's a good use of stage movement is that before you're going to deliver an important point, you can move your body from okay to when you like to sum up a story or tell the moral of a story, like then you can move to the center of the stage and then make the point. So you can you should make the full use of stage. It helps to build a connection with the audience, get the attention of the audience, and also make it more effective in deliver your speech. Okay, gesture. Gestures is very useful body language to help to enhance your speech. I noticed that most of you can be using gesture quite naturally when you deliver your speech. Right? Gesture means your movement of hands, arms. Just do it naturally. But the important part is to match your gesture with your content of words. And normally we define the gesture in three kinds, like say conventional gestures. Means that some gestures are normally understood by the audience of the same culture, of course, or some same group. Like when I show you this sign, you know what I mean. Yeah, we win the match, right? We win the basketball match. You understand? This sign means victory. And when I scratch, your name, so you don't understand, I try to think out something, but I don't know that. So this is a gesture that's to get your audience understand what you mean, match with your message or words. Another kind of gestures is descriptive gesture. That's showing something, the signs of the past. Oh, this afternoon I see such a big cat on the road, right? I see these days I'm getting fatter and fatter. Right? This side or showing direction of the audience. When it's fire, just the exit is over there. Then you give a size to show the direction. So this kind of a gesture that helps your speech, helps your audience to understand what you mean. Emotional gesture, right? I know, definitely you know what this means, right? When you're angry, when you're doing a protest, you have to do that, right? Yeah, something like that. So, take the effective use of gestures can help to make your presentation more impactful. But the point is, the gesture should match with your context, right? Facial expression is very useful. Again, your facial expression should be consistent with content. Particularly, if you're a public figure to deliver a speech in public, like our senior government officials, when they deliver their speech, or you all sometimes notice that whatever they say, something good or bad, they don't have any facial expression, right? Or their facial expression does not match with the content. Even when they offer apology, they they still give you a smile or whatever. So you need to pay attention to your facial expression. And it's very useful and important. Okay, the last element, eye contact. Definitely I know that when you look at this picture, you know eye contact is important. Right? Particularly girls, eye contact can have many uses, right?
Yes.
And in fact, when you talk to the other people, you expect people to respect you, right? So if you look to them into your eyes, that they will feel that you respect them and they're more willing to listen to you, right? If you like this, and then a girl try to talk to the boy and look to him, but it seems that the guy is not that interested, right? And in doing public speaking, I can offer you a tip. Having good eye contact with the audience is a good way to build connection with the audience. So next time, maybe when you start a speech, before you start the speech, just like when you come on stage, just take 1 minute, 1 second to give a eye scan on the audience before you speak. I just learned from the champion speaker that he called this a Z scan, meaning that you can give a complete eye and then give the eye contact with people before you speak. This can build the connection with the audience instantly. It helps the audience to believe in you, build your credibility, and get connection. We'll try next time. It's very useful, I can say that. Okay. Still remember the 5 elements I talked about?
Yeah. Eye contact,
Eye contact,
facial expression,
facial expression,
stance,
stance, gestures, movement, yes. Okay, remember that and try it in your next speech. And the key making this body language effective is do it naturally. Just do it, practice, do it, make it match with your words. And with practice, I definitely you can use body language effectively in your presentations. Okay, it ends my presentation, and have fun in public speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. And yeah, we should remind more about scans and talk naturally and more facial expression, eye contact. I think we know that, but sometimes when we step on stage, and we will forget some of them. So we always have to verify these 5 points.